My spirit guides are telling me that I should share a story with you all. It's funny, but it's not. But during this retrograde, it's the only way I can heal. Let's talk about it. I can remember being a little girl in foster care, and my foster mom was abusive as fuck. To the point to where it was like sick. And I can remember we went to the park one day, and because I had been molested so much as a little girl, I would piss on myself. Couldn't control it. That's how much I had been messed with. She had me dressed up really cute. I had on some turquoise pants with a turquoise, pink, and black and white shirt with stripes. My little purple jacket. And I had little barrettes in my hair to match. And we were at a park. And I knew the bathroom was at the library across the street. And I had to go really bad. Really, I had just kept telling her I needed to pee. And she just wouldn't take me to the bathroom. So I got to the end of the park where the walkway was at and the library was across the street. I was finna cross that street. I couldn't have been no more than like 6. I was gonna cross that street because I had to pee. And I can remember the light, it wouldn't change. So I knew to look both ways. And right before I stepped into the street, I felt somebody grab me. And they grabbed me by the back of my jacket and picked me up. And was like, you ain't getting away from us like that. You always trying to run away. We tired of you always trying to run away. And he dragged me, literally dragged me across the sidewalk back to where she was sitting at. And she was like, I'm tired of you running off. And she took her shoe off her foot. It was like this thick. And she put me in the front seat of the car with her in the middle. And the guy at the time she was fucking was sitting on the other side. She beat me all the way home with that shoe. Punched me in my mouth and told me not to scream. She was tired of me running off. I stay in fight or flight mode. If I feel like I'm going to be in danger, I'm out of there. I don't give a fuck where I'm going to go. I'm gone. We got home. And he was getting out the car. And he asked. He was like, you must like getting your ass beat. And I was like, why you say that? And he said, because she hits you every day. I was like, well, do you have to do something wrong to get beat? Because a lot of the times, I didn't do nothing wrong. He said, well, why did you try to run off? I said, I was trying to go to the bathroom. I pissed all over the front seat of her car. She grabbed me by my hair, dragged me inside the house. She locked the kitchen door so I couldn't run. She pulled out a fly swatter and had me like in between her legs so I couldn't move and kind of wedged between the table. This bitch was like 300 something fucking pounds standing. 5'11". Gigantic bitter bitch. She had me pinned though, so I couldn't move. She beat the shit out of me, yo. All because I had to go to the bathroom. It got to the point to where, what the fuck is the difference between right and wrong if I'm always getting beat? No matter what I do. And she said, this hurt me more than it hurt you. Don't make me have to do this every time. When you get older, it get worse. She would ask me, how does it make you feel knowing I have to do this to you? I said, it don't make me feel nothing because you're not my mom. And eventually I'm going to get away from you. And when I do, the angel's going to come back and beat your ass like you beat me. The only difference is I'm not going to die. She punched me so hard in my face that my lip busted. She wouldn't make me change my clothes. She made me sit on a bucket in the corner for like 9 hours, man. I couldn't get up. I couldn't go to the bathroom. I couldn't eat. She said that was my punishment for talking back and trying to run away. She disregarded the whole fact of me having to pee. And then she left me in the house by myself. Was gone until the next morning. I was still slumped on that bucket when she came back. When she came back in the house that morning, from God knows where, probably gambling all night at the casino, she beat the shit out of me for still being on that bucket and not changing my clothes and not taking a bath. She beat the shit out of me because her seat was still wet in the car. And then it dawned on me. She wasn't beating me. She was beating herself. Because everything she went through, she was trying to put it on me. And it didn't work because I was different. My background is different. I'm saying that because I don't know the difference between right and wrong. And if I did, I don't give a fuck. And I'm saying that because I did what I was supposed to do as an individual. I always do what is right. That's just who I am. I was an A student. Beat and starved every day. I still graduated though. I had to pay for my own cap and gown. I had to pay for my prom dress, and when I paid for it, she threw it away. Burned my shit. She would break in my house, steal my shit. She would pay crab ass friends that I thought were my friends to just do whatever, you know? I never did nothing wrong to deserve what I went through, ever. And the family that sat back and watched it, that never stepped in and helped, grand suffering to you all because I never did nothing wrong. And now here I am clearing myself out and getting rid of all these horrible ass fucking memories of being abused. And I realized that's why my stomach hurt all the time. Because I'm carrying that pain of what did I do wrong. Not why me. What did I do wrong? And I think that's a part of me that I'm not going to ever be able to heal because I need to know the answer. And nothing is not going to cut You can't tell me I didn't do nothing wrong when I got beat every day. It reflected on my kids. I was whooping my kids every day, yo. They was bad a motherfucker, though. God damn, Cameron. The shit you and Willie used to do, JC and Damon, y'all used to drive me crazy. But what did I do wrong? Is it because of my life? My daddy told me that was my life source, never to let it go. My daddy told me that the strongest thing that you ever can have inside you as a person is your light for God. Nothing else. I sit back and think about the days that I knew I was gonna die. I knew it. But I never had the intention to die, so I'm not gonna go. I was raped by 4 women, sisters, in a hotel in Canada. They kids knew about it. I had to sit at the table and eat with these people, man. They food. I done been abused so much to the point to where I have gotten accustomed to not eating food. I can go without eating food for a while. And even if I'm hungry, I'm not going to eat. I had got accustomed to expecting beatings. For somebody to hug me, that hurt. It hurt. Because I don't know what that is. For somebody to open their arms out and reach out to me like they love me, that hurts. Because those are 2 tactics that people use to get me to come close to them so they can hurt me. I don't want to be close to nobody. I don't want to be hurt. And it's not just relationship hurt. This is for real, all the way around the board hurt. I'm not going to slide into your intimate embrace. I might have to put my hand out and stop you from stabbing me. Or pulling my hair and throwing me on the ground. Coming close to kiss me so you can grab me by my neck and choke me out. Put your arm around my waist with a gun in your hip in my waist on my side so I won't walk off. Pulling back of my shirt, trying to control me. Can y'all control God? Can you tell God what to do? I don't understand why people without the gift that God gave them spend so much time trying to control people with the gift. He chose a selected few for a reason. God don't want us to suffer and be in pain. He don't. But it's like, that's all I know. The entire time I've been here. I look at people weird when they try to hug me and kiss on me. Like, what is you doing? That's how much I've been abused. That's how much I would get hit. And I hide it so well. My ex-boyfriend, Eusebio, he was abusive as fuck. My ex-husband, Stacy McClain, abusive as fuck. That nigga hit me like I was a nigga. He hit my baby. Put marks on him. He wouldn't let me leave either. I had a nigga in Chicago hit me in my face after he tried to rape me. He got mad because he wasn't successful. I had a motherfucker in Detroit try to throw me in an alley and rape me and kill me. Didn't work. I had cousins that didn't want family members to know that they liked it women and would rape me and stab me or poke me with forks, hot forks and knives so I wouldn't say nothing. For every time that I was stabbed with that hot poker, the fork, the knife, whatever, it burned me. But it didn't burn me to the point to where I'm mad at y'all or I hate y'all for what y'all did. It burned me to the point to where I told myself as a woman that I can't block myself out or shut myself out because of those people, because the world is bigger than they ass. That's number one. Number two, I could take that same pain that they tried to inflict on me and send it back to them. But I didn't send it with rage or anger or revenge or vengeance, because that's not my whole entire motive. I sent it back to you to teach your ass a lesson about fucking with God and his children. It burns. The energy that I sent out to those people is like dry ice. Cold, but hot. You can't touch it. You gotta handle it with gloves. That's how fragile I am. You ever see one of those lanterns, that paper lanterns that hang up, and after the wind done blew over it so many times, the paper just worn away, and you stuck with the wire? That's where I'm at. I don't got nothing to keep my wire from being exposed. I gotta make a new lamp. The light still work though. It's just now it's brighter than ever before. It's not shaded. I don't have to hide it. If you have people that don't want to confess, you know what you do to get them to say sorry to you? It might take a while. Apologize to her. That's how I would deal with her. I'm sorry for being such a bad little girl, and I promise you I'll listen next time. And she would look at me and be like, okay. But she's not knowing I'm only apologizing to her so she can stop beating me, stop hitting me, stop touching me, stop abusing me. That's the only reason why I'm saying sorry. I'm apologizing to God for what I'm really thinking on the inside. Every time she hit me, I said, that's another sulfur rope on your ass. Every time she would do something to hurt me or break my spirit, I'd tell her, now you got sulfur chains. What I was doing was protecting myself as a kid in the spirit by speaking it into existence in the flesh, because that's all I had. So when I tell you, talking out of your mouth and speaking it, it's very powerful. You do have to be careful what you say and how you say it and the measure you say it, because it will come back to you if it's harming somebody. But if I'm speaking the truth about God and what He gonna do to you because of what you did to me, you can't get mad because I let you in on a taint bit of what your ass whooping gonna feel like. We have to remember one thing: we are with light, and because we are with light, those people that abuse us are in the dark. But it's not the type of darkness you think it is. It's sulfur darkness. Because they wanted you to suffer. And when you hurt somebody in the flesh, your spirit, if it's very evil and your intent is evil, you send out sulfuric vibrations in the spirit. So you stink to God. That is why he don't listen to you and he don't accept what you're saying, because you smell like fucking sulfur. He knows you're lying. And you can't get rid of that stench if you done went too far. He will forgive you and forget the deeds that you've done. But that does not mean he is not watching your conduct. The only way you can really say that you've changed is if you forgive yourself for what you've done and remove that sulfuric cloud from over your head in that sulfuric pit you're standing in. That's where true forgiveness comes from, within yourself. That bitter old bitch didn't give a fuck about me. She still don't. She thinks she is just big shit, high and ready and mighty, sitting up on the throne waiting to be worshipped, not knowing the bitterness that is boiling inside of her is from her. She not satisfied within herself. And she tried to make me feel insecure about myself. My head like this, that's abuse, okay? It's not from me wearing, that is abuse. Do you see that? That's from her putting me through a doorknob, pushing me up the stairs because she's so angry. And I tripped and hit my head on the doorknob. And they couldn't get it off. I was stuck on there for like an hour. Her sister Regina, her sister Brenda, they were all there. Brenda running up and down the stairs screaming, "Oh my God, the girl bleeding from her head. She couldn't die. She couldn't die. Oh my God, she gonna die. She bleeding from her head. What are we gonna do?" Araja, her son, "Ew, man, you bleeding everywhere, man. Oh my God." Mary crying in the pillow and shit. Tony hiding in the closet with Renee. They fondling each other. Bill passed out drunk in the bed. At the time, Nita wasn't on drugs super bad. She was an EMT and came and got me. And she told the lady, "Marcella, I'm reporting you to the authorities because every time we get called to your house, we hoping she ain't dead. And you always do something to that girl to where you got to call the ambulance." I don't have to lie about shit. I spent 58 living hours in Borges Hospital in Kalamazoo, Michigan, where the old bitch used to work and was never admitted because she was too busy trying to hide me around the hospital to get me to change my story and tell them I tripped over my shoelaces. Mary Janes don't got shoelaces. So I walk around with this scar. I wear it proud. I want my edges shaved off. I want you to see how strong a bitch really is. I got another one to match on the back too. It's about that big. On the back of my head on the same side. From her daughter, Florence Weekly, trying to kill me and put me through a window. A year before that. Ain't no statute of limitation, right? I'm just checking to make sure that I still got my squad on my side. I'm helping somebody somewhere. I'm a fighter, yo. That's all I know. Same lady. They kept putting me back in her care. I know a lot of y'all dealing with that and you worried about your kids in foster care. Do whatever you can to get them back. If your stomach telling you something is going wrong with your child in care, don't wait. You right. The only difference between me and my mom, she wasn't here to save me. My dad wasn't here to save me. I was thrown over here in this country and abused ever since I've been here. I hate this place. I really do. And any place that's not here would be a happy place for me. It don't matter how much I heal. It don't matter how much I change. It don't matter how much I grow. It don't matter how many times I heal my chakras and reformulate my plan. I'm always going to carry the pain. What did I do wrong? I don't have a problem with admitting when I've done something wrong. A lot of the times I rebelled because I was lashing out because when nobody listened to me being abused. The Department of Health and Human Services knows what they did. And I'm not going to keep talking about it. Because now I know it's truly in God's hands. Prosperity and blessings, light and love. You're stronger than you think. Don't give up. Love y'all.